All right, it looks like we're live. Neal, you there? Neal, looking for Neal. Come on, buddy, where are you at? Let's see here. All right, so what you're looking at right now is the stream. Let's see here. Is the stream bindings here? Hope everybody can hear me. Yeah, I think everybody can. Yep, audio's live. So, let's see here. Trying to get my chat app going here. See if I can work on here. So what we're holding on for is, let's see, I've got just one. So we're waiting for Neal to come online here. And having issues with some settings here, but that's okay. That's all right. We're still going to go live with Neal here in a bit. So just sit tight for a second while I get some things worked out. You're on the safestartup.com live stream. Hopefully here in a couple minutes we'll get some more people to join us, and we'll get some things going. I just got to fix a couple fast settings here. There we go. Let's see. Yep, got that one. Okay. So I'm very thankful that you're all here, right now. You'll see down in the description. You'll see down in the description Neal's his site stuff. You'll see the Twitter handle and the site for his apparel startup, which is Good Ole Boys. Something else you can also do is go to my site. Something else you can also do is go to my site, safestartup.com. Make sure to put the dash in the make sure to put the dash in there. Still working here. So Neal's in, but he can't quite hear me yet. So no problem. We're working on that right now. And there it is. All right, I'm live. Neal, can you hear me, Neal?
Yes, I can.
You can.
What's up, Bill?
Perfect. We're a little late, but that's okay. Been sitting here for about 3-4 minutes on the stream with your slideshow going. It's all good to go. So as far as the stream itself, what's playing on there right now is a random slideshow of the various images that you sent me. Some of them uh, are Clinton. There's one on there that you sent me that I'm really interested in. It's you in a tuxedo, and the person that you're standing next to is also in a tuxedo. Is that your uh,
That's Coach Mosley.
okay? So you're a grandfather, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so that picture itself, is that your wedding?
No, that was at my older brother's wedding in
Okay,
Chicago a couple years ago. Um, but no, that was not my wedding.
okay. So we haven't had too many people join yet. What I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna put another Twitter. I'm gonna put another notification out on Twitter here real quick, and then we'll see if we can
Okay.
get some more people out there. Do do you can. All right, let's see. So 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 the a post went up Thursday, and then I put on LinkedIn and Twitter. So
I can hear you.
so how that I'll go for you as far as far as far as the traffic.
Yeah, no, I thought it was great. I thought it was very well written, and it's been good. It's been good. It gave everyone an update
Hmm.
on where all the founders are, which was cool. Not a lot of people knew that.
Okay. Let's see. Channel link on my profile. Okay, there we go. Just tweeted it out. It's really funny. I've been I've been I've been posting updates and stuff about this live stream coming up, and I get I'm getting some interesting people following me. In fact, right before right before I went live here, I was on Twitter, and a, a Bo Wood followed me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's following me on he's following me on Twitter like right now.
awesome.
So
That is awesome.
I figured that was a pretty cool. Let's see. So there you go. Yep, you saw it, you liked it. There's okay. There's the two notifications.
Yeah, so I retweeted it.
Perfect. Yep, we got it. All right. So hopefully some people will show up. So
Safe startup live stream right now with Neal Moseley about fashion startup. Cool. Yeah, so I retweeted it.
perfect. Hopefully we'll get some people to show up. Like I figure about 30-35 minutes. If we this get this get this working, and we get some
Okay.
things going. Oh, and uh, Bo just retweeted me too. So
Yeah, so
perfect.
he must be on. He must be on Twitter.
Yeah,
So
you must
which
be
is great, which is good.
perfect. And
And so if people ask him questions on Twitter,
okay,
I'm sure he might respond.
yeah, perfect. So perfect. Yeah. So now the as far as the stream itself, I mean, if you want to watch the stream, you can. Just make sure that you have the volume turned completely off. Otherwise, it'll it'll reverberate.
Yeah. Well, okay. I need to go ahead and how do I make sure I'm not watching the stream?
Oh, well, so if you're on
Yeah. How do I watch the stream?
okay, yeah, so go on my Twitter profile.
Okay.
You go on my Twitter profile. There's a YouTube link right there. So if you go ahead and you hit that, if you hit that, yep. So if you hit that, it should it should take you to my channel.
Yep. I see it.
Okay, you see it? So yeah, just go ahead and click on it, and then turn the volume off.
Cool.
So yeah, so what you'll see on the stream basically is just a slideshow of all the images you that you
Yeah.
sent me. There you go. Yep, I see you now. Perfect.
The
You're on there.
one, right. The one that just slid across. That was this year at the British Open.
Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, good. Okay, so there's the hats, and then okay, so the tuxedo's right there. Is your a grandfather and you, right?
Correct.
Perfect. Let me put something in chat here. Um,
This is actually where some of the founders donated a car to Goodwill.
okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. So,
Yeah.
so
A few years back.
ask Neal a question about his startup life. Here, or on Twitter. Links in the description. So, let's see. You talked about during the blog post. You talked about your excuse me. I talked about your product line as far as the hats and the shirts and stuff. Are the shirts on the way?
Shirts are in design right now.
Okay.
We're not rushing into it,
Okay.
and that's one thing that's important is not to just rush into a product.
Right.
So right now we are just designing the t-shirts and the polo.
Okay. Perfect. So, so, so I guess a a a good question to ask is all this design work that you're putting in, the manufacturing and just your basic expenses from day to day. How are you funding all this?
So it's funded by the sales of the hats right now.
Oh,
We have
okay.
low overhead, so we're operating solely on sales right now,
Okay,
and
good.
we're not spending marketing dollars right now. We're focusing on a few other things that, which is a lot of startups can make that mistake.
Right.
That capital will solve everything. We're focused on some things that you can put the work in and get get the ball rolling before capital is even really needed.
Perfect. So, okay, so you're saying right now, what I just heard you say is that you're cash flow positive?
Correct.
So just from the sale of hats alone, you're 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 cash flow positive, and and your expenses are low right now, right?
Correct. And we're growing every week.
Okay.
And our following, like I said, we were growing close to a rate of 1,000 followers on Instagram a week. We're at 9,000 as of this week.
Wow, 9,000. That's freaking awesome. Okay. So as far as your so as far as your gross sales gross revenue right now, can you talk about that or not?
I can't I can't share the gross revenue,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I will tell you that we are cash flow positive. and growing on a week by week basis.
Okay, so being cash flow positive is actually really awesome. So if an investor who saw that you were cash flow positive and he looked at your team and looked at your marketing plan and your position right now, if an investor approached you right now and offered some, if an investor approached you right now and offered some funds in exchange for some for some equity, would you do it?
Well, you would have to ask Clinton that. He had mentioned he might be interested in doing that.
Okay.
But yes, I mean we aren't actively pursuing like this week,
Right.
but um, the already existing members,
Hmm.
we will be raising some funds by the end of the year,
Okay.
and but like I said, right now, I don't want to rush that because we are cash flow positive,
Okay.
uh, laying the foundation before we make a partnership like you were speaking about.
Okay. So starting from nothing, developing a product and getting and going through that process and getting cash flow positive is huge. So what steps did you what steps did you take along the way with the hats, finding ambassadors and testing? What steps along the way did you did you did you did you take that uh, uh, work so well?
Well, I learned quickly that you got to take it slow. So
Hmm.
instead of over ordering, right now we order solely on demand. So
Okay.
rather than going huge, we'll only get a few, and we measure everything from what works in different parts of the country,
Hmm.
what works for different ages. So really, honestly, the biggest thing is just keep overhead low. There's no reason to
Okay.
get overhead high with expensive offices or
Right.
nice furniture. That's the best thing is just keep the overhead low.
Okay. So now, as so far as the hats go, uh, I'm sure that you'll sell more in places like Phoenix, Florida, down south in Georgia, Alabama that have a certain demographic that plays a lot of uh, uh, uh,
You'd be surprised though, Bill, because we do get orders in California. We
okay,
get orders in Vermont, New Hampshire, New York.
okay,
Of course, Greenville, Charleston. But that's the fun part of a startup is that we keep getting new places
right.
and learn how to adapt to these new places that are kind of like all about our products.
Okay. So as far as from an e-commerce standpoint, I noticed that your site is supported, or the framework of your official website is Shopify. So what
Shopify.
right? So what does Shopify offer from an e-commerce standpoint that other uh, platforms don't?
Well, what Shopify does is it's very basic and it can allow someone with not a lot of web or coding experience get on there and to design and start a website themselves.
Hmm.
And I think a lot of young entrepreneurs that kind of goes overlooked when they think about a website. They can really do it themselves
Okay.
and create a Shopify template.
Okay. So now, as far as e-commerce goes, I mean, I'm not very familiar with the platforms. So when it comes to paying Shopify for their services, I mean, is it a percentage of sales? Is it a flat fee?
Yeah, I can tell you. I
Okay.
can tell you. They put it on their website. It's we're paying right around $30 a month.
Wow. So you're paying 360 bucks a year for 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 e-commerce hosting, right?
There's different levels to it. So
Okay.
keep in mind, there's other brands that are paying 200 a month for their plan, but they might have, you know, more reports, more capabilities in the back end.
Hmm.
So right now, with our size and where we're at, we have a one of the more basic plans.
Okay. So 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 what are the metrics right now that are the most important to you?
Website visits
Hmm.
are most important, and then conversions too,
Okay.
because uh, you can see days where there's high website visits,
Right.
low conversions, and part of that had to do with some homepage and I mean other little things, but that as well as just growth on social, so Instagram, Twitter, followers, mentions. Um,
Right.
we love when our fans send in photos.
Right. Okay. So I see a lot of e-commerce gurus online talking about abandoned carts and how to convert those easier and uh, uh, re marketing to those people that went through the process almost all the way but stopped and then they decided they didn't want to buy. Is that an issue for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, we can't tell you all our secrets, but you there's a strategy around when to send the email after they've abandoned the cart.
Okay, I see. Okay, so I guess I just don't. I don't know. I don't. I guess I don't understand the psychology around shopping online very well because it just seems to me that if somebody abandons a cart, what I just kind of sit back and go, okay, well they did it for a reason. Maybe it's money. Maybe they got distracted and had to leave or whatever. So what?
Right.
I'm just not sure what the
Well,
psychology behind that is. You know what I'm saying?
it's just a quick reminder because,
Okay.
and I've done this too. Growing up in college, I'll be clicking around. I might find a T-shirt. I might find a hat. I think that's cool,
Right.
and I get to the cart, and who knows? Yeah, something comes up. I've got to leave. I've got to work on homework, and it might have just slipped your mind. But a reminder through email sometimes triggers. Oh yeah, I was going to buy that hat or that shirt,
Right.
and so it's just human error that
Okay.
some people they just forget that they were interested.
Okay. Because it's actually really funny because sometimes I'm not sure what the whole cost is going to be on certain things. I mean, I'll go through a process just to see what their whole cost is going to be. And then usually at some point along the way, there's like on certain e-commerce sites, there's like a, like a, like a, like a pop-up screen that says if you do this right now, we'll give you an extra 10%, or if you share or like or do something, we'll give you an extra a, a percentage
Right,
of incentive or something. You know what I'm saying?
right. And each brand is just different with that and
Right.
sales and their tactics and their discounts and
Hmm.
seasonal wear. It's all everyone has a little bit different strategy.
Okay. So, is that thought process? Does that thought process vary depending on the product? I mean, it would seem like if you're selling computer parts as opposed to hats. If you're selling laptops as opposed to hats, I mean, you might be dealing with separate people or a different thought process uh, uh, uh,
Right.
uh, uh, between the two people. So there might be some slight 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 changes there, right?
Yeah. Well, that's how you mentioned about influencer marketing.
Right.
I mean, that's one of our biggest things. So we avoid, to use your example, going after like the computer professionals or the computer people.
Right.
We use our influencers to go after our customers and our target demographic.
Right. Because somebody is more likely to buy from a friend who says, "Hey, I got this cool hat from this site." They're like, "Yeah, I've seen that you wear that hat a bunch of times." And so they show them the site, and that word of mouth from friend to friend to friend is actually stronger than anything you'll ever do, right?
Right. Yes. People want what other people have.
Okay, so speaking of wanting what other people have, talk about your ambassadors and what each one brings.
Okay. First we got Clinton Mize in
Hmm.
Utah. He's a professional snowboarder. I met Clinton at the Salt Lake City outdoor retailer
Hmm.
about a year ago, and he's originally from Virginia. Really liked our brand. Really wants to be a part of it, and so we have sparked up a partnership. He does some photography for us. He does some modeling for us, and he's interested in being a part of this brand. So that's the first one.
Right.
The second one is Crawford Reeves, who's
Hmm.
currently in the PGA Canada tour. Hopefully, going to make the PGA. Those are his goals.
Right.
Um, and then we have Ryan Keefe up in Boston, who is works in the PGA. He's a PGA member, does merchandising for golf pro shops, um, and that's just a few to mention right now.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I am since it's just me and you, basically talking to each other. I'm not talking to each other right now. I'm putting out a a, a link to my channel again to see if we can get some more. See, do that. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully it'll pop up. There we go. Hopefully, hopefully some people will show up. We're about 28 minutes in. Let's see. What else can we talk about? So you're so in the a blog post that I put out on Thursday on my site, your your founding team. We talked about what each one brings. Now, I didn't really go in depth on each person. So
No, that's completely okay. I actually saw Bo early today. He really liked it. Said it was very well written.
perfect. So just uh, I guess you can talk about each team member a little more in depth.
Okay. Is there anyone? Do we have any followers on?
No, we don't right now. It's just me and you
Okay.
having a conversation.
Well,
So
what we can do, yeah, I think what we can do is maybe I can join back on your show again in a couple weeks or
okay,
maybe a month when we're growing. We can talk about the growth. Maybe
sure,
you're growing too, and we'll continue. But I'm happy to do this for 30 minutes every 2 weeks or every month,
okay,
whatever is available on your show, like whatever, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. It, you know, it would be awesome. I start my first stream was actually yesterday, and I had all. It was funny because I had all kinds of technical issues getting things going, and I started yesterday, and I gained three a, subscribers in like 2 days. So I'm thinking that as this grows and as you grow, we can just stay connected.
Yeah, yeah, and we can get you more subscribers. I actually for because we're a startup, I'm gonna do a side job. I'll actually be down at a restaurant called the Playwright in downtown Greenville, and I can do live streams from there
Oh yeah.
um,
Oh,
to
perfect.
show people kind of the Greenville life, which would be cool.
Yes, that would be awesome. I can't do video yet. It,
Okay.
I don't have the, have the,
Well, we'll figure out a way to
per,
do it one day.
perfect, sir. Okay. Thank you for your time. For those who may watch this down the road, because this will upload to YouTube as soon as we're done. You can check out Neal and his startup, Good Ole Boys. You can follow them on Twitter, and you can go to his site. Each one of those links is in the description below. And thank you for your time, Neal. Uh,
Thank
uh,
you, Bill.
I'll talk to you again. Perhaps in 2 weeks. How's that?
Sounds good.
Okay, sir. Uh, uh, thank you for your time, and I'll see you soon. Okay.
Okay, take care, Bill.
Get back.